I'm back again. I have to make these videos in job lots whilst I have my hands free for my daughter. So I have another card to show you, and today I'm using this set called Creative Elements, which is one that I got free when I went to convention last year in Paris, Disneyland. It was really good. This is a really cute set. Oh, on another note, if you fancy becoming a demonstrator, if you sign up before the end of this month, May 2012, you get a free ticket worth £149 to go to Disneyland Paris. Not Disneyland Paris, what am I saying? That was last year. Mainz in Germany. It gets you entry into convention. So then all you've got to do is pay for your transport and hotel and you're there, which I think is an amazing deal. Right, so the card. I'm having a So Saffron base this time, and I don't use this colour very much, but I think it is quite a nice classic one, and I'm using Whisper White and Chocolate Chip with it. So here's the base, and I made a mat with Whisper White card, and I ran it through this dye here, which is a vintage wallpaper, I think it is, or something like that. But it's a really good dye. It's a really deep emboss that it does on it. I don't know if you can see very well, but it really does emboss well. And then I'm just going to stick that to the base of my card. Oh, where's my glue gone? Oh, here it is. I have all my things spread out everywhere. Oh, here we go. So, I have my snail, and I'm just going to stick a bit of snail on all four edges because it's been embossed, it's a bit crinkly. So if you don't put glue on all four sides, it can look a bit odd. The other thing to remember is when you emboss, it does actually make the mat a tiny bit smaller than it was before because of the way it bends it. So that's the base of my card. Right, the next thing is to do some stamping, and I've cut a small piece of Whisper White. I have to measure it to tell you how big it is because I did it by eye. So it's 9.5 centimetres by 7 exactly. So that's the base that we're going to stamp on. The first thing I'm going to stamp onto the card is using a background stamp called En Français, and it's a really useful background stamp. It's all the background stamps are things I come back to time and again, but this one in particular I really love because, well, I can't read the writing, but it looks really cute, and it does give a really nice background. Even if you don't stamp it evenly and cover it with ink, it looks kind of distressed, so it looks kind of cool. So I'm just going to stamp that on there. If you're worried, if you're trying to do a bigger piece of card, tip with these wooden background stamps is to use a brayer brush to brush over it, because then it will make sure that it gets equal pressure all over. Right, so let's get that out of the way. So there's my bit of card with the So Saffron background stamping. Then I thought what I would do is use some of these Creative Elements stamps, and I thought it would be really good to use some embossing powder as well. So I'm going to do I think, well, I've got two things that I could emboss, but I think this one would be better because it's more solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the flower in the top right hand corner first of all, and I'm stamping the flower in So Saffron as well. Like that. And then I'm going to do the opposite corner as well, because I think it looks really sweet like that. So you've got the So Saffron flowers in both corners, and it kind of doesn't matter that it's over the writing because it still looks like it's meant to be like that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to chocolate chip ink. As I said, we're going to use chocolate chimp, dear me. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to do the butterfly, and I'm going to do that with the vanilla scented embossing powder because I think that will add a little bit more zhuzh to it. So with this, all you do is you stamp into your Versamark ink first of all and get it nice and sticky, and then you ink it with the colour that you want. So before you stamp, you just do it like that. I think that will be good. So I've got the Versamark, then I've got a layer of coloured ink that I want, the chocolate chip. So I'm just going to stamp that. So it's pretty sticky when it comes off there, it's quite funny. Oh, and I'm just going to stamp the words. I'm going to put the word create so I can send it to someone who's missing the creative urge. I'm not going to bother embossing that one. So that's like that. And then we need the scented embossing powder. So I've used the cherry one quite a lot, so I thought I should try and use the vanilla one too, because I really like the smell of that. I've yet to buy the melon one, but I hear that's also very nice. So I've put a layer of the embossing powder on. I don't know if it's easy to see, but it looks kind of matte and grainy. And then I'm just going to heat it. Okay, so hopefully you could see that change colour as we heated it. So it's gone shiny and it's gone clear, and the smell of vanilla is gorgeous. You can kind of see it shiny there. Yeah, it smells really good. So once I've done that, I've cut a little mat to put this on. I used to be quite afraid of doing same colour mats. So this is Whisper White card, and I'm going to layer it on a piece of Whisper White, which might sound a bit odd, but actually I think it looks a bit more elegant than if you just if I put say saffron, it would be a bit strong. So my mat is 7.5 centimetres by 10 centimetres, and I'm just going to stick it on like that. I'm actually going to stick it flat, and then I'm going to stick the matte piece onto the card using dimensional, because if I did both bits with dimensional stuff, it's getting a little bit big, and if I want to post it, I don't want it to go over that large letter limit for the thickness, because then they won't let me put it through. So I've just got the matte on there, and then I'm going to put some dimensional. Oh, I have to open a new pack. I'm just going to put a dimensional on each corner, and then one halfway down each side, because it is quite a big piece. So like so. And then just hoik those bits off, and then we'll be ready to stick it onto the centre of the card. So this is another one that you could change the colours up. I mean, I had a piece of So Saffron, and I saw this card on Pinterest, and I've kind of cased it but changed it a little bit, because it was obviously an American one. They used products we didn't have. So there we go, stuck that on there, and I think that's a pretty elegant card. It's you could go crazy and put diamantes or pearls, but I don't think it really needs it, because the embossing really smells good, and I think that makes it nice on its own. So there we go, a Creative Elements card with a bit of vanilla embossing and en français background stamp. If you'd like to order any of these products from me, I'd be very happy to put your order through, and if you live near enough to collect them, the postage will be free. So do let me know, and also check out my blog and see all the other projects that I've got on there if you've not seen them before. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.